Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another video. So I'm going to just go ahead and do a series of flip throughs. Oh my goodness, these are well overdue, and this is going to take you all the way back to the summer. Can you believe it? I'm filming this in the middle of November. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, this is my July and August book. I make it out of a composition cover, and then I sew in two signatures. I'll show you the base pages as we go along. If you want to know how I make the variety of books that I make with composition books, altered composition books, then check the links below. There are 3 different links to the different ways that I've made them in the past. This is the most recent, and it is number 3 on the list, just so you know. Okay, so I decorated collage this cover with lots of happy mail from sweet Rebecca Hoot, okay? And it is createwithrebecca.com, and I will, of course, leave all of her links below, and any other links that need to be linked will be linked below. So I cover the book with collage. I put an eyelet here and put on some dyed seam binding as a closure, and that's how I do my books. Now, normally, which I haven't done with this one yet, is I put a label on the side, and this will, of course, say July, August 2021. So let's get in. Now, some of these pages will be done, and some will not be done. That is just my life. So, yeah, so here's some extra, lots of extra. Look at all those dates. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go through this together. I cut out these dates from a desk calendar, and that's what I've been using all year long, okay? So this is my opening page to July. In the back here, I just have some bits of paper, scrap paper. This I got, I'm sure, off of Pinterest. These quotes here are from another desk calendar that I have. And then these right here I get at the Dollar Tree. They're just little calendars, which I haven't even marked the dates. I don't know. I need to go back and do that. So yeah, this is going to take some remembering on my part because it was so long ago. So this is my cover page to July. And then this right here is, it was either the day I got the Happy Mail from Sweet Rebecca Hoot or the day that I filmed it. So right here tells me that I filmed the Happy Mail that I got from Rebecca Hoot. Yes. And I also, I decorated the cover of this book on this date. This is what I do to say, or to remind myself that I filmed that day. And this is just a stamp of a camera that I have, and I stamp it with archival ink, and then I just fussy cut them out. This I got from Pinterest as well, and then I did the Allison trick on it, and I put glitter Mod Podge on top. This is a set of journaling cards that Rebecca sent me. They're so beautiful and so sweet. And then here is where I opened her Happy Mail, and then this is just a regular paper clip with a little bit of eyelash trim on it. This is the day that I received my Insta Ink. Y'all had kept telling me, get the Insta Ink, Elizabeth, get the Insta Ink. And it had taken me a while, but I finally got it, and I'm very happy with it. So if you have an HP printer, look into that. This is just a quote here. Little Happy Mail sticker, cute. This was actually from the Happy Mail itself. So we had rainy day here. Yeah, spent a lot of time in my room. Where's the date? Okay, it's Thursday. Oh, this was Canada Day. Oh, okay. Well, since we're in July, I'm in summer break. So I, was not working at the time. So I had a lot more time in my room. Excuse me. We had black bean burgers for dinner. Yummy, yummy. Oh, and I played categories with with our nephew. He was here for about 5 weeks in the summertime. Yeah. So as we go along, we did various things with him. And so on this day, this is the next day. Did I not put am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is. Okay. July 2nd. It was Friday. I really like that these have the day and the date on them, because I like to know, you know, what day it actually was. So I filmed 2 videos this day. I just found this cute little, it was just a quote that I liked, so I highlighted it and stuck it in here. And yes, you can have it all. This is just a piece of lovely vellum attached with a ribbon here with my tiny attacher, and then here is a little tab that is made from a fabric ruffle that I make. And then my sunshine was in Chicago. Excuse me. And the day started out beautifully, but then we had rain. I do believe like the entire 5 weeks that our nephew was here, it rained like every day, every single day. And then Big Handsome, he, oh my gosh, this is taking me back. Yeah, this month was a nightmare for my poor husband. So I can't even remember what was going on. I don't know. I don't think he had his pain pump inserted yet. I'm not really sure. Maybe he did. I can't remember. But he was dizzy and had super bad headaches. And we couldn't tell if it was the post-dural puncture wound. So the doctor thought that he might have had a post-dural puncture wound. And that's what was causing his headaches. But it's just been a nightmare. So my nephew and I finished my son's Mustang Lego build together, so that was fun. And then this was like, I think this was for both days. Yeah, July 3rd and 4th. And we didn't really do much to celebrate. My husband was feeling really poorly. This I, you know, hand painted and doodled, and these are so much fun, and they're throughout the book. I just really enjoyed making them. I filmed 6 videos this day. Oh my goodness, yeah, 4th of July. And then, yeah, my poor husband, he was in excruciating pain, his head and neck. Okay, his pain pump was in, and he was on the snail stuff. I don't know. If you've been following me at all with flip throughs, you know what was going on with that. He had this like weird like snail venom. I don't know. Anyway, it ended up not working, and it just got worse from here. And so, yeah, Sunshine called from Chicago. Oh, okay, yeah, that was because he was my sweet son. He had gotten our nephew, his cousin, something very special for him in Chicago, because they went to an anime, like Comic-Con only for anime. I don't know. So anyway, we did not go to see fireworks. Our nephew was a bit disappointed, but there was just no way that Big Handsome was going to be able to go, and it was all the way across town. Anyhow, he and I went out into the front yard, and we passed the Frisbee back and forth. That was a lot of fun, and watched fireworks right from our front yard. So that was nice. Here's a little tab that I put a sweet little rose charm on. And then this here, I do believe that this was, I think I was watching Sweet Janet Nash, and I'll put her link below. And I was following along with her prompts on this day. Yes, it was Janet Nash, because she does her prompts on Mondays. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Poor Big Handsome is absolutely miserable. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he had been like trying to call the doctor's office since the week before. No response. Yeah, he's just having super horrible headaches. Okay, really, really bad headaches. And so I don't know. We don't know what's going on. They had stopped the medication, I think, or stopped increasing. He himself had stopped increasing the medication and the pump. That's what it was. And then this happened. Okay. Well, actually, I put in this first, and then I put in this, and actually wrote about it after the fact, because it was pretty traumatizing. Yeah, is this actually the light at the end of the tunnel or an oncoming train? I mean, that is like literally how I felt with my poor husband. It was horrible. It was horrible. So, and then this. Oh my goodness, what in the fresh hell, okay? One of my sisters-in-law says that, and I think I about like when I first heard her say it, I about fell off my chair laughing because it's hilarious. Okay, and that's exactly what I was thinking this day. So the night before, so it must have been Monday night. My daughter and I were out on the patio, and I went inside. My husband was, again, in excruciating pain. His head's about to pop off his neck, and we don't know what's going on. He can't get a hold of the doctor. And so he was just resting on the couch. And so I went in to go get something. I can't really remember. And I looked on the couch and he wasn't there, So I came back outside to talk to my daughter, and I said, oh, just like joking around. I'm like, oh, dad's missing. And, I don't know. He could have been in the restaurant. We didn't know. Whatever. And so I said, it's so weird because I went back to the bedroom and I didn't see him in there. So I don't know. And so anyhow, we went back to the patio, and we were just talking for like another 10 or 15 minutes, I think, right? And then we decided it was late. It was time to go in. So we get in, and there's my husband laying on the couch, on a pillow, and he has this, sorry, this is TMI, he has this halo of blood around his head. So my daughter and I are like, what's going on? Anyway, long story short, he fell in the bathroom. We didn't know it. He hit his chin and his head, the front of his head, on the countertop, we think, and then fell backwards and hit his head on the backside, opening up, a place in his head, Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. We didn't know what to do. I was like, I think it was like at 11 o'clock at night or something. I don't know. His head bled for like an hour and a half. All three of us are in my bed, and I'm putting pressure on his head. We didn't know whether to call 911. We didn't know what was happening. We just didn't know what to do, And so, I checked his pupils and all that. Not that I'm a doctor, mind you, or a nurse, and I don't play one on TV, but I was like, I think he'll be fine. If he starts getting sick to his stomach, then, we'll take him to the hospital and all that kind of stuff. And so that was that. And it was just a complete nightmare, complete nightmare. I didn't know what was going on. So then he goes to the doctor this day, his pain doctor, right? And this is just a bunch of like, this is probably from Jesus Calling book. And he went to the doctor, right? Yeah, I was journaling all the feels and having reflections and all that. And he tells the doctor that he fell, The doctor doesn't say, well, gee, no, I think he might have said, well, you should, maybe you should go for a CAT scan or something like that. And so that wasn't going to be for like another few weeks, right? And so we didn't know if he had a head injury. We just didn't know. Like, the thing was so surreal. Like, we had no idea. It was a nightmare. So that was going on. It was storming again on this day. Let's see. Oh yeah, I had this yogurt, which I don't care for. My husband had gotten it for me, and yeah, I just didn't really like it. Unless I have like fruit or granola in it, it's pretty nasty if you ask me. That's just my opinion. I would rather just use this in place of sour cream, honestly, because that's what it tasted like to me. So let's see. So then the doctor was saying, oh, it might not be the post-dural puncture wound. It might be the meds. So all he could do at this point was lower the dosage in the pain pump, and he should be right as rain, okay, in a few days. Yeah. Okay, that didn't happen. We'll get into that later on. And much later on, in fact. But anyway, so I filmed 2 videos this day. And, yeah. So this day here, we must have been out and about. Yep. Now, I don't know if it was just... Oh, it was just my daughter and I think. I think it was just my daughter and I went out. I can't remember. But back on this day, my son got home from Chicago safely, which was nice. He actually came home earlier than planned, but yeah, he came over for a visit, which it was really nice to see him. And he brought our nephew Naruto. I don't know, it's an anime figure, leaf headband from Chicago. And oh my goodness, that child, he wore it to bed. I mean, he wore it all day. He wore it every waking moment and every sleeping moment. He was just over the moon with it. And you know, it was just so sweet of my son to go out of his way, you know, to think of him. And so yeah, my daughter and I went out, so we went to Goodwill, Target, Longhorn, Barnes and Noble, and Michael's. Holy cow. Yep, so it was really nice to see our son. We're all really worried about Big Handsome, and we played some games together. The gems went out, and we just watched TV. And my nephew and I had started playing Wii Sports. So yeah, I was gonna be so sore the next day, but it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. Here it is. Here we were bowling is my favorite thing on Wii Sports. Yeah, I love it. And it is so much fun. But let me tell you what, I was in so much pain, like all over. Oh my goodness. And then I have this kind of yogurt, naturally and artificially flavored. Why? I don't know. Anyway, I filmed 2 videos this day. Then maybe he finally was able to get a hold of the doctor again. And he's okay. He was going to schedule him for a blood patch, because now the doctor was back to the whole post-dural puncture wound thing. I'm like, my gosh, you know, just like, so my husband had this weird medicine in him that was finally out of his system, I think. And then during all this time, he had fallen and cracked his head open. He was having these really bad headaches. They finally, they might have scheduled him for a CT, but it was like weeks out, you know. He was in so much pain. So the doctor said, go get caffeine pills, right? So we were desperately seeking caffeine pills. We went to 2 gas stations, 2 pharmacies, and nothing. No one had them. And this was just a horribly miserable time for my husband. Yeah, it was bad. So a social media timeout, I'm as if. I guess I was trying to maybe just relax and rest and all that kind of stuff. Today I choose hope and just some, you know, positive things. And so sore. Another lazy day, spent time in my room, no filming. This is from Jesus Calling. And we watched part of, I don't know, the Euro football, I think, and Italy won. We played Wii Sports again, and Big Handsome seemed a tad better, but no. Then this is just a decorated page. Here's another one of those little leaf things that I had watercolored. They're just a lot of fun to do. I ended up doing a whole bunch of them. Yeah, so I just did a collage page. I didn't have much to say, and that was a Monday. And then my husband went to see the pain doctor again, right? 3 hours long to get a blood patch. Here's another one of those things, right? And then we were actually, get this, okay? We were leaving this day to head up to Michigan for our summer vacation. We were going to be gone for 2 or 3 weeks, I can't remember. And yeah, I didn't even journal on this day. This is my angry writing in the background, girl from Pinterest, no car or notepad paper. Pack your bags because we were leaving the next day. Bible verses, so it's like he went into the doctor, had this blood patch thing done, and we were leaving the next day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was, oh my heavens to Betsy. My husband's a trooper, let me tell you. So we actually departed from South Florida, and this is just a collage page of a map of Florida. I did not end up doing a whole lot of journaling while I was on vacation, but it was a long ride. We had a great trip, no issues. Big Handsome actually drove from Miami all the way to Tennessee, and then Beauty Queen drove from Tennessee all the way up to Indiana. We went 1,185 miles this day, and yeah, we finally stopped at midnight in in Indiana. We finally stopped at midnight to rest. And then I'll stop on these 2 days, I think. So this is like the middle of the month. Yeah, so we made it all the way to Columbus, Indiana, and I did not do any journaling. We stayed at Fairfield, and we did actually make it all the way up to the Blue Gate Garden Inn, and that is in Shipshewana. So that's where we were staying for a few days, and these are all the different places that we went to, that we go to. We had free breakfast passes. Yeah, it was just really nice. And then this evening, I remember this. My son flew up to Indiana. And so my husband's cousin and myself rode out to the airport to get him. It was like an hour away, and my husband's head was just killing him. It was, yeah. But I mean, he was such a trooper. So yeah. So we all went to go pick up our sunshine, and then we came back to the hotel, and that was pretty much it. And our family reunion is in Shipshewana, and Shipshewana is the third largest Amish community in the United States. So yeah, it's just really cool, really interesting, and we were having fun despite my husband feeling horrid, but we were making the best of it. So I think I'll leave you there, and I will finish up July. I hope I was in frame the whole time. Yeah, I'll finish up July next time. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I hope you have a great day and a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.